the waves of emotions don't crash upon my shore. Dreaming of the day. Welcome to our YouTube channel with Radiant Health with
Gary
and Govinda. This channel is about
navigating life, how we navigate life on our
wellness journey. Anyway, we just wanted to share with you, we're on our journey right now. We're traveling in our new van. Well, it's not new, it's a 2000.
It's new to us.
So it's new to us. And we've been doing some fine touches, fixing it up and making it a little bit more user-friendly for us, because you live in a house and you're accustomed to a lot of different things.
Creature comforts.
Your closet's full, the kitchen's full of things to use.
Simplify, simplify, simplify.
So the title of this video is how to
navigate your life on your wellness journey.
Yeah. So we just wanted to share our beginning of this first long journey that we're having. We've had little weekend trips with the van, and this one is like a little over 3 weeks, a little over 3 weeks, give or take. But it's over 2,000 miles each way. So we're starting just north of Toronto here in Canada, and we're heading all the way to the east coast of Canada, which is like Prince Edward Island and Nova Scotia, all these little islands.
Newfoundland.
Different places that we're headed. But we have stopped throughout the way. It's cool that they have this app called iOverlander. If you haven't seen it or heard of it, check it out. It's been working really good. We've been actually really enjoying it. It was the first app we ever heard about traveling and finding places that you could camp for free or
minimal.
We paid $10 for a parking the other day in Ottawa, and it was a breathtaking place where we stayed. And the big Parliament was right behind us. It was
Ottawa River.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to follow us on our journey, where we'll be giving tips along the way about how we're handling things that come up in our lives, then subscribe to the channel, and like it, and hit the bell for the notifications so that you can get your dose of what is medicine for us along our journey. We've already had so many trials and tribulations just in the beginning part of our journey, just with the van and things that were beyond our control that have come up, that you get to watch your response to life, or the way you approach life, or the way you handle it as it's coming towards you. And life can really be a guru. It can be the teacher for you if you approach it that way. Every day there's several things that come up that allow us to practice, and so we have a foundation in our practice, so we know how to do that. Maybe we can help you along the way to just be an example of what we do when life kind of comes at us. And we've had some issues already with powerlessness and things that are just completely beyond our control, and how do we respond to that, and how do we get back to our center if we happen to go off a little bit. So that's what we really want to share with you, along with the beauty of all of the things that we're experiencing.
So even relationships, living in close quarters, and could be a real teaching and a lesson for us to really just adapt and adjust to each situation, because it's I mean, we've lived and stayed in small places, but the van is really small, and a lot of things can happen, and you can get really irritated quickly just by the most smallest thing, and it just really shows you to be really aware of how you're interacting and reacting to each other in small spaces, because it's really a powerful thing to happen when some little annoyance, little disturbance in your day, and being so confined, how it can trigger some emotion, and how are you going to handle with that? That's the real key, because you could really ruin the day quickly if you decide to go that way instead of keep going straight. So I know there's been many times in my life where I just made that quick turn and made a sharp turn, made a sharp comment, and it didn't work out good. So I'm blessed for everything that I have went through, to be able to be present in my body and aware that, we have the opportunity to not take it so personal and not make that sharp comment, a sharp turn to creating just discomfort, especially in a van.
And like Govinda said, we've traveled in small places before.
Across the world.
Yeah, we've been sick in India for an entire month, both of us, with terrible intestinal parasite, and our teacher, one thing that we learned from our teacher was adapt, adjust, accommodate, and so in situations like that, you get to practice a lot. What is going on right now? How am I reacting or responding? Is this like Govinda said, agitation or irritation? Is this from what's happening in this present moment, or is this some old thing that's being triggered, and then this situation or person is just a messenger to show that wound, to bring it up so that it can be healed? So we're taking ourselves really to the most extreme situations to learn the most we can in the shortest period of time. That's what this journey is really about. Is the whole goal of yoga is self-realization, to remember who you really are, and we cannot do that unless we're throwing off all of the things that we are not. And so these type of situations, traveling in India, ill at that, living in a van, this is going to bring it up even faster than the normal quote-unquote comfortable type of life. So we have the opportunity to grow even faster and to address all of those old things that are still lurking about in the shadows, and find more freedom, because ultimately that's what it's all about, right? Finding more peace and more freedom.
Yeah, because when you have more freedom, the energy field is more open, and you're not so, if something happens, you're not going to make that first sharp turn, I guess.
Yeah, you learn how to pause.
Right.
Take a breath. We're breath workers, right?
And then keep going.
And then keep going forward.
Right. So we just wanted check in and come in and say hello on our travel. I think we've been on the road for 4 days now.
Is that all?
Maybe 3 or 4. I think 4
At
days.
least 4, yeah.
Yes.
4 nights.
And right now we're in Montreal, in a beautiful town called Val-Morin.
Just outside of Montreal, about 1 hour,
Yeah.
into the Laurentian Mountains.
And then we head to this weekend. Today is Wednesday, I believe.
It might be Thursday.
No, it's Wednesday.
Is it Wednesday?
It's Wednesday. This weekend we were attending the Bhakti in the Woods Festival here in Montreal. We're putting on a workshop. We're really excited for that. You know, besides all our clothes and a little bit of food making stuff that we have, it's full of instruments as well. So we're excited for the Bhakti in the Woods. So that's why we're kind of staying in Montreal right now. And next week, or not next week, the next video that we post, we want to kind of give a little footage of the van that we're living in.
The big tour.
The big tour of everything that was done, and then what we have done to it as well. So please, if you want to get notified, hit that bell. Please subscribe, share this with people. We want to share our journey, and we want to share some teachings that we use to adjust in certain situations. And maybe some music too.
Yeah.
We have to throw some music out there. So please leave a comment and tell us what you maybe would like to see.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna really try to do more footage of places we are. Bring the camera. Sometimes you get caught in the moment. If you get the camera's in the case. It's in the back of the van, and you just want to look and enjoy anyway. So.
But we really do want to share it with you, so
Yeah.
we're going to make more of an effort to remember.
So.
Like a beautiful spot like this in the forest or beach. And so we want to bring you along with us.
Thanks for stopping by. Dreaming of the day when the waves of emotions don't crash upon my shore.